Hi guys! It's a very exciting day today because I am going to be reviewing my first ever collaboration with my new best friends down at Child's Farm. So I still can't quite believe that it's happened, but a couple of months ago I had a message from Child's Farm saying we'd love to send you some products. So I initially thought it was a scam, but then I double checked the message and it had the blue tick next to it. So a few weeks later a little package arrived for me. And now I'm going to go through it with you guys. I'm just going to add as well, I am not being paid by Child's Farm to advertise this product. They just sent me the stuff to review. They haven't paid me yet. So those of you that follow me on Instagram will have seen my live unboxing of this. It was a little bit rushed. I don't particularly like doing lives. So now I am going to go into just a little bit more detail, go over it again for those of you that haven't seen my live, and show you guys how I use it. So, this is what turned up for me. As you can see, it's a nice little cylindrical box, quite sort of robust. Well done. Now, we all love a good unboxing video, don't we? That's my negative review so far. The lid's quite hard to get off. So, they sent me 3 things. So, I will now go through them one by one. I'll do it in order that I use it as well, I think. So, first of all, we have the conditioner. It comes in, this is a 250ml bottle. It's got the little clicky lid, which I think they're sort of moving more towards as opposed to the pump lid. It's got a nice teal colour, one of my favourite colours. And as we see on the front, there is a mermaid with red hair. It's almost like it was designed for me. I say red, she's more blonde. Oh well. So am I on top. So as with the entire Child's Farm range, it's dermatologist and paediatrician approved, and it is suitable for people with sensitive and eczema prone skin. So the ingredients, I'm just going to go through now very briefly. Hold up, yep, that's really clear. I will put a picture of the ingredients up on this video at some point, somewhere where I'm talking. So the first ingredient is water. That's good, we want our hair to be hydrated, and it's a liquid. Now, just scrolling down, it does have isopropyl alcohol in it. I will keep holding it up even though I don't think you can particularly see it. Isopropyl alcohol is a drying alcohol, so if you are strictly following the curly girl method, unfortunately this will not be suitable for you. However, if like me you are a rebel, I don't strictly follow the curly girl method anymore because I find my hair doesn't react well to strictly co-washing. It needs a little bit extra. So if you're not strictly curly girl method, this will be fine for you. Now the coconut in it is coconut water, and it's, I'd say, about 2/3 down the ingredients list. So that to me says that there is not a huge amount of coconut in it, which is good if your hair is prone to reacting to coconut because it's a protein mimicker. So some people do find that coconut doesn't really agree with your hair. It smells obviously of coconut, that goes without saying. It smells sort of like Malibu, I find. So it takes me back to my student days. It just smells really sort of summery and fresh and clean. Love the smell of coconut. Then we're going to move on to the shampoo. It's, again, 250ml bottle. It has a beautiful little girl with rainbow hair riding a unicorn. Every girl's dream. Now straight away, if you're following the curly girl method, shampoo is not suitable for you. But again, I am not strictly following it. Now this doesn't have sodium laureth sulfate in it. It's sodium cocoa sulfate. I'm not sure if that means that it's not quite as harsh as a regular shampoo. It's not classed as low poo, I know that much. But if you are looking for sort of a more gentle shampoo, this might be worth looking at. Now I'm just going to quickly scan the ingredients again. This also has the coconut water in it. Certified organic coconut water. This doesn't smell as strongly as the conditioner, which is a shame because, as I say, I love the smell of coconut. but there is a slight sort of hint of fragrance to it, and it does contain fragrance. And then for the leave-in conditioner, this is a little spray bottle. This one's 125 mils, so it's half the size of the shampoo and conditioner. Vegan, cruelty-free, which the whole range is. On the front, we have a girl with a belly dancing girl with a belly dancing goat. So again, just scanning the ingredients. This has got glycerin as the conditioner. It's got glycerin quite high up in the ingredients list, which means that there is more of it. So if your hair is sensitive to glycerin, which mine is in high humidity, just sort of be aware that it might cause frizz, because what glycerin does is it pulls moisture in from the air, and then as your hair sort of attracts the moisture, it acts as magnets and gets sort of pulled in different directions, and that is what causes the frizz. So this has coconut oil and coconut water in it. It contains hydroxypropyltrimonium hydrolyzed cornstarch, which, if my knowledge is correct, is a protein. So this will add strength and shine to your hair if your hair likes protein. This also does contain isopropyl alcohol, same as the conditioner. So again, if you're strictly curly girl method following, this sadly will not be suitable. However, as I keep saying, I am not strictly following the curly girl method. I don't think my hair is particularly suffering, so I will continue to use it. And it comes, as you can see, with a little spray nozzle, because it's a leave-in conditioner, so you spray it on your hair. It also came, my little goodies came with a little sort of information leaflet, which I'll quickly go through with you guys. It contains organic coconut. So, I'm not going to sit and read the whole thing, obviously, because that is boring. But just to scan over it, contains organic coconut water and coconut oil to leave locks hydrated and frizz-free if your hair likes coconut. Featuring a shampoo, conditioner and leave-in conditioner / curl activator, which I did miss before. So there you go, guys. This is not only a leave-in conditioner, it doubles up as a curl activator, which does explain why my hair and my daughter's hair does seem more curly since using it. There we go. Straight away, positive. So, hair-tastic headlines. Suitable for all skin types, including dry, sensitive and eczema-prone skin. That is sort of Child's Farm's thing, is that they are for people who have eczema-prone skin, and that's why I started using it in the first place, because my son, when he was a baby, had quite bad eczema. So I started off by using the cream, and then sort of gradually worked my way up to using like the bubble bath, shower gel, their pink conditioner, which you've seen me raving about. Their whole range basically is fantastic. Naturally derived, sustainably sourced ingredients that don't strip hair of natural moisture. That will be because of the glycerin that adds the moisture to the hair. Paediatrician and dermatologist approved and tested, as I said before, because it is suitable for eczema-prone skin. Registered with the Vegan Society. And it's approved as cruelty-free under the Leaping Bunny programme. I know that is something that is quite important to people. So if you're looking for vegan and cruelty-free products, give this range a look. And here's another one for your if you're environmentally aware. They contain 30 to 100% PCR plastic, so that's plastic that has already been recycled, and they are fully curbside recyclable again. So that's another good thing. So the whole range, each product goes for RRP, regular retail price of £5. So it's not too expensive, and especially for this leave-in conditioner, you only need to use sort of a little bit at a time. So that is enough of me waffling. I am now going to show you guys how I got on with using the Child's Farm Coconourish range. So as you can see, my hair is wet. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to detangle my hair using this conditioner like I normally do in my wash day routine. And there is another reason why I detangle first. I will show you guys now. So I've had to take the lid off because this is a slight negative to this conditioner. It is so thick and gloopy. So if your hair is particularly dry, or if it's sort of on the curly, coilier side, I feel like this would be the one for you. It feels sort of like yogurt. So my hair does like it, I just have to be sort of a little bit sparing with it. So I did drop a blob on the floor, so I will retrieve that now, waste not, want not. And as you can see, I'm doing my usual thing of starting at the ends and then sort of working my way up to the top of my hair. Now this conditioner, as I said, it's really thick and really gloopy, so it does make detangling much easier. It also, I described it in my original post on Instagram, it smells sort of like Malibu. So if you like Malibu, then you'll like this. So as you can see, this is just finger detangling, and my hair was pretty knotty when I started. It's sort of really just gliding through now. I am gonna brush detangle as well. I just want to sort of try and gently get out the bigger knots. My poor hair at the moment is so dehydrated. So now you can hear I've got the water running again. I'm going to show you guys my little sort of hack for when I detangle in the shower. I just get the hairbrush wet and then sort of keep adding water as I'm brushing. And I find this really helps the conditioner melt into my hair, and it just dissolves all the tangles and knots. Now, when I wash my hair, I use sort of warmish water. I try to avoid using hot water unless it's like -1,000,000 out there. Just because, as you guys know, my hair is coloured and I don't want to strip out the colour. So as you can see, just adding the water, I've been doing that sort of when my brush dips out of sight, I'm dipping it back into the shower, and you can just see how it's just melted away all those curls, and you can see how thick it is in my hair. So now I'm going to go ahead and rinse, and then I will show you guys the next stage. So the next step, I'm going to use the Coconourish shampoo. So as you can see, I'm just gently massaging the shampoo into my roots only. I'm not putting any on the ends of my hair because curly hair is generally drier than straight hair, and we don't want to dry out the ends any more than they already are. Now this shampoo, I cannot get over how light it feels. It's so sort of, it feels really gentle and really cleansing. I absolutely love this shampoo. I'm definitely going to be buying this one regularly. So I'm just massaging it all through my scalp, giving my scalp a little massage at the same time. I've been wearing my hair up quite a lot lately. My little scalp's aching a bit. So I'm just going to give this a rinse. I'm going to blind myself. So now my hair is all squeaky clean, I am going to sort myself out, get dry, and then I will show you guys the final step. Now the last product that was sent to me was the leave-in conditioner, so now I'm going to show you guys how I use that. Yeah, it's got isopropyl alcohol in it, which is a drying alcohol, so if you're strictly following the curly girl method, this product will not be approved for you. However, luckily I am not strict. So I will show you guys on my hands how I use it, because if you look, it's not really sort of the best spray mechanism. So what I like to do is just get a little amount on my hands. When I first got it, I did try just spritzing it straight into my hair, but it didn't sort of distribute as evenly as I like. So I'm just sort of gently smoothing it through, and then I'm going to sort of rake it through. I will properly detangle my hair in a minute. As I said, my hair is so dry and thirsty at the moment, it just knots really quickly. So now to detangle my hair, I just use a little paddle brush that I've had for years. And as you can see, you start at the ends first, and then work your way up. So I'm just going to flick round to the other side. Trying to avoid hitting the mic because at this stage in my videos I always seem to be whacking the mic around. Now, don't fret at the fact I'm just dragging my hair down. I will brush style momentarily. First, I just need to get rid of all these snags that seem to happen in seconds. So that's the leave-in in my hair. What I'm going to do now, I have skipped this step in the past when I've used the Child's Fun products, but when it came to brush styling my hair, I found the hairbrush was snagging quite a lot. So I am going to use the curl cream. I can't remember if I showed you, but I'll show you guys again. Boots curl cream. Everybody is raving about this on Facebook at the moment. And this is a little hack that I've done for ages, and apparently it's what you're supposed to do. So that's about the blob I use. This covers my whole head because rub your hands together until it goes white. Now apparently this is called emulsifying, but I thought emulsifying was when you mix it with another product or water or something. Who knows? So again, I'm starting at the ends and then touching it to the tops of my hair. I'm trying to avoid doing it sort of directly on the scalp because this is quite heavy and rich and I don't want my scalp to get too oily after I've just cleaned it. So there we go, that is the product, more or less evenly distributed. I'm sorry if I keep looking away as well. Shedding my winter coat apparently, my hair is just falling out like mad. So that's it more or less gone off my hands. So now, because it is approximately 11 billion degrees outside today, you can see I've got my bathroom door open and my window wide open, so that's probably why there's background noise. So I'm just going to do my lazy routine today. So I've got my trusty claw clip, and I'm just going to clip up the top section of my hair and show you guys something that I found really fun last time I washed my hair. So I need to just twist it up and get it nice and sort of out the way. Right. So what I used to brush style, at the moment, I might be getting something special coming soon. Device is too hot. No kidding, device is too hot. So from here on out, I apologise if the video suddenly drops in quality. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm using the Denman D3 at the moment. All of the rows are in. I did take them out to begin with, but I put them back in now. So my hair is detangled. I'm going to brush out and I'm going to turn the brush over, give my hair a little shake, and then it should form a ringlet. And then I just like to give it just a little scrunch. This does sometimes muck up the curl pattern, but touch wood, it doesn't seem to have today. So I'll just show you guys again. I'm trying not to get sort of too big clumps because they just take forever to dry, even though it is 1,000,000 degrees out. So again, I'm brushing up and under, as you can see. Turn, make sure there's no little bits. Turn the brush. I'll hold it at the roots just to avoid tension. Brush is upside down, drip slowly down, and then shake it. I am sort of not spinning it, but I'm sort of twirling it slightly as well as I'm doing this. And there we go. And these, I believe, are called ribbon curls. So I will now do that for the rest of my head. Now I just want to show you guys how I do the front section of my hair, because I just find these so satisfying. I'm assuming it's because when my hair's shorter at the front, it sort of curls up easier. So I'm just doing exactly the same as what I've done before. But they just seem to go into such amazing little ringlets. I absolutely love this technique. Now I just want to do a little experiment as well, because I'm aware that you're supposed to curl your fringe away from your head, away from your face. Yeah. And then I am sort of looking in the mirror as well to work out where my hair needs to be. Fly. So now I'm trying to decide if I want to use a mousse or a gel. I think I'm going to use mousse just because my spray bottle has died a death and I can't get to the sink currently. So now I'm just going to move the camera down slightly and hope you can still see me when I flip upside down. And I'm just going to scrunch in a little bit of mousse. I use the Superdrug Extra Firm Hold Mousse in the purple can because I love it and it's cheap. And then what I like to do is just take a tiny bit more, flip my head back, and then just scrunch it into the top layers of my hair. Again, I'm not putting it too close to my scalp, but I need the hold in the top of my hair. And then I gently pick up my roots and bring them forwards. And I find that just helps give my volume a little bit of a boost. So what I'm going to do next, the sort of final step of this quick routine, is I'm going to give it a little spritz with this Cantu Hydrating Leave-In Conditioning Mist. It's got a small amount of protein in it, so it helps sort of keep my hair strong and shiny and nice. It smells really good. I'm trying to place it. It smells like a sweet. I want to say Dolly Mixtures. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let my hair air dry. I'm not going to touch it, and then I'll be back in a few hours to sort of show you guys the final results and go into a little bit more detail on the pros and cons of the products I've just used. So my hair is fully dry. As you can see, I've got a nice little cast going on. What I did was, after I did the routine that you guys just saw, I did scrunch in a little bit of my usual gel, the red Eco Styler Argan Oil Gel. That just sort of really helps those curls stay in place. I then just air dried for about hour and a half. And then what I did was I gave my hair, particularly around my roots where it was still a little bit damp, I just gave them a little blast with the hairdryer. Low speed, medium heat, just to make sure that my hair was fully dry before we move on to the next stage. So now, just to give you guys a little sort of sneak preview to my next video, this is what I'm going to use to scrunch out the crunch. It's the Coconut Capillary Argan Serum. So this comes with a little sort of dropper tip. Now, it's really rich, this serum, so I only put I'm going to do 2 drops per side of my head. And then sort of usual way of scrunching out the crunch is just gently smooth over my hair in the praying hands motion, just to make sure that there are no frizzies, and then give my roots a little fluff just to get all that volume in and counterbalance any sort of stretching out of the curls that the praying hands has caused. And then what I like to do is, if you see here where it sort of all clumps together, I keep saying sort of today, sorry guys, I am just going to gently separate them out. I've still got a little bit of the serum on my hands, so this just breaks up those big twisty clumps, gives my hair a little bit of a boost of volume, and still keeps away the frizzies. And I'll do the same on the other side. So now I'm just going to sort of preen for a little bit, just so you guys can see how my hair is looking. You can see how bouncy the curls have gone. It's feeling really soft. The curls are looking defined. Look at that. Wow. That's with just doing the ribbon curl method. Crikey. So I just want to separate this little beast out, just because it is massive basically. So you need to find the natural gap between the curls and then just very gently pull them apart. And I'm sort of letting the curls spring back, but separate. Look at those. Wow. Sorry, I'm back. So the sort of pros and cons, because we know I love to end my review videos with a pro and con list. So we'll start with the conditioner. I'll get the negative out of the way first. As you saw when I was demoing it, it's quite hard to get the conditioner out the bottle because it is so thick. So those with the sort of drier, coarser, more coily hair, I feel like that conditioner is really going to help because it's so thick, it's so sort of nourishing, like it really does live up to the name Coconourish. But for my hair, because it is thick and I've got a lot of it, but it's also quite fine and quite soft, so it did feel a little bit too heavy on my hair, only a little bit. But like I say, it was so thick that I struggled to get it out of the bottle a little bit. However, because it is so thick, yes, it's difficult to get out the bottle, but it made detangling really easy, because I found as I was sort of putting it into my hair, raking it through, almost immediately it was just sinking into my hair, melting those curls away. And particularly when I then went through and brushed it, adding the water, it did just really help get rid of those little knots and snags and tangles really quickly. It also smells lush. Like, I love a nice smelling product, and it smells sort of, obviously it smells coconutty. I'm just going to smell it again. It smells like summer, sort of like, as I said, coconuts and Malibu and sun, and it just smells really nice. I've always loved the smell of coconut. Now the shampoo, this one is probably my favourite of the 3 products that I've been sent by Child's Farm. The only sort of real negative that I can think of is that it doesn't smell as strongly as the conditioner, but that is just pure personal preference. As I said, I love the smell of coconut. I think it smells really summery, really sort of happy, and the shampoo just doesn't smell as strong. So what I absolutely adore about this shampoo is just how lightweight it feels. So I was really surprised. It's quite sort of watery in texture almost, because it's so light. It lathers up into a really sort of airy foam almost. It doesn't feel sort of gloopy, it doesn't feel heavy on my hair or anything. And when I rinse it, my scalp always feels sort of light and clean and fresh. And I found particularly with my 17-month-old, the toddler, her hair goes so soft and shiny with it. So if you've got little ones with curls, I highly recommend getting this shampoo for them, because it does the job obviously as a shampoo. This last week, she has managed to get yogurt in her hair every single day. Not just a little bit, she likes to rub her spoon in her hair as a hat. So I've had to shampoo her hair every day, and then I use a little bit of the leave-in to counterbalance any drying, but every evening her hair has ended up soft and curly and fluffy and just amazing. Now the leave-in conditioner, this The product itself is really good. So it does the job. It makes detangling easier. As I said just now, my little girl's hair loves it. It makes the curls really bounce, particularly at the bottom of her hair. It leaves my hair feeling soft, so I've got it in today, as you saw. I put it in before the Boots curl cream. The only downside, I would say, is that the sort of diameter of the spray is quite small, and this is quite a thick leave-in. So as I spray it, I initially sprayed it onto my hair the first time I ever used it, and it didn't really sort of go far. It just sprayed here and here and here, so I then had to sort of distribute it. So what I do to counterbalance that is I spray it directly onto my hands, then I emulsify it to sort of warm it up and spread it out. I then apply it to my hair, and I find that really helps get the product into my hair, make sure it's spread throughout my whole head and through all my curls. So one sort of negative of the overall range is I did find since using it, I do get a little bit of like an itchy scalp sometimes. So I think that might be due to the coconut. So I will sort of at some point switch out the products, try using some of my other stuff to see if that helps. It might have just been the heat because it's been so hot lately that my scalp, because I've got so much hair, my scalp might have just been getting a bit hot and thirsty and a bit itchy. But that is just something to be aware of, that the coconut may, if your hair doesn't like it, it may react a bit funny to it. So there we go, guys. That is my more in-depth review of my Child's Farm Coconourish range that I was very kindly given by my new best friends down at Child's Farm. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this range and what you thought of it. As always, don't forget to hit like, subscribe and share, and I will see you soon. Bye bye! I feel like I'm leaning to the side so I can see myself. It is dermatologic and it's a liquid. I'm talking such gibberish today. It does explain why I'm going to do my little hack that I like to do when detangling in the shower is drop my hairbrush. I don't think it's it. And discuss in a bit more detail the sort of pros and cons. It's feeling very soft. You can see how that went a bit Hampshire. I find that just sort of really helps get it into my get it in. Come on now, sort your life out.